Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. It's a super rainy day. It's so rainy they let the kids out of school, and I'm driving my wife's car because it gets better gas mileage. But I ordered something that I think a bunch of you guys have never heard of. The title of this video is going to be something like the budget-friendly bow light slinger that you never heard of. But I ordered one last week. Interestingly enough, in 25-06. Now here's the reason why. I love 25-06. I actually had about 5 people this week say, hey man, you need to get a 25-06. I love 25-06. And I messaged them all back, hey, I've got about 20 videos on 25-06. Here's all the links. But if you're ever looking for something, just type in WHOTEEWHO 270 or 25-06, and it'll pop up all the videos. So, but I hadn't done one in a while, so much so that quite a few people said, hey man, you need to do 25-06 videos. Well, I've done a bunch, just hadn't done one in a while. But the one that I have isn't threaded. I'm actually trading my 25-06 today for the one that I picked up. I just pulled up to Tolliver's. I'm sitting here in front of the door. But there it is right there. This one's kind of a unicorn. I've even got my dope card from when I took my antelope. That's a Ruger M77 Hawkeye right there. So I don't think they make those anymore, but I just rolled up to Tolliver's and I'm fixing to trade them one. So I'm even letting the scope go with it. If you want an M77 Hawkeye in 25-06, you know where to find it. But I'm trading this 25-06 for another 25-06. Let me run in and check it out. All right, so normally I'll show you a sneak peek when I get back in the car, but I'm not going to give you a sneak peek of the box because it'll give it away too much. But while I was in there, you know, I had to pick up something else cool. So stay tuned. I got a bunch of videos coming out of a bunch of new stuff that I just picked up. But I just bought a budget-friendly rig that I bet most of you have never heard of. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. Check it out. I'll show it to you when we get to the house. All right, so back at the house. Normally, I show you me taking it out of the box, but this box has printed all over it what it is and who it's from. So I'm just going to show you the thing, and then I'll show you the box here in a second. But shout out to Tolliver's. I've been using them for the past 2 years, and every single time I say, hey, can you get me XYZ? They say, boop, boop. Yep, it'll be here in a day or two. So, which was the case with this one. But check this out. Like I said, the title of this is going to be something like a budget-friendly bow light slinger that you never heard of. So starting at the back. Pretty nice, thick, spongy butt pad there. We got a swivel stud there. I'm not going to show you the bottom of there until a second ago either, because that would give it away. It has their insignia, but I'm covering up the logo with my pointer finger. But this style safety might give it away to a bunch of y'all who have had something similar. This one, does it say 25-06 right there? Yeah, only use 25-06. But yeah, another swivel stud up there. And here's a bonus kicker to this. It is threaded. It's a somewhat of a thin profile barrel, so this is most likely threaded 1/2x28, the same thread as 223. But look at that machining job there. It's pretty good. You might not even know that was threaded if you didn't already know it was threaded. But real nothing fancy about the stock. Just a plastic synthetic stock, Monte Carlo style. But yeah, the trigger has the serrations on it. I believe this is an adjustable trigger as well. There's the who makes it right there. It also says it right there, W. You know what that fancy W is? It's a Weatherby. It's a Weatherby. So the kind of the bottom tier of Weatherbys is the Vanguards. The Vanguards, generally speaking, they're not the cheapest thing that you can get either. Weatherby's known for their Mark V's and their marketing. A lot of the stuff that you see come out there is on their Mark V's, and they're more premier and they're more high-tech stuff. They put a lot of eyeballs and efforts into promoting that stuff too. But I've never once seen any marketing for this. And how I even found out about it is because I watch every episode of the Weatherby podcast. Why I really enjoy it is the Weatherby guys, they're not just some guys trying to sell you stuff. They're actually hunters themselves. So on the Weatherby podcast, they do talk about their products and the new stuff that's coming out, but they also talk about when they took it hunting, and I like hearing those stories and everything. This is pretty slick right here. This is actually, it feels kind of rubberized. You can see it's got a little bit different texture, but what this is the Weatherby Vanguard Obsidian. Weatherby Vanguard Obsidian. It is the most affordable bow light slinger that I have ever seen as a Weatherby, and it's called the Obsidian. Now, I never talk about prices because it depends where you pick one up, but where this falls in is just most places slightly above a Savage Axis, but less than the Ruger Americans, especially the new Ruger American 2s. They're putting a higher dollar signs on those. But if you said, what is the most budget-friendly deer catcher you can get, this is going to be on that list. Like I said, it's remotely close to the Savage Axis prices, probably a little bit more than the base Savage Axis most places. But what's cool about these, they're Weatherbys. And let me look up real quick what all calibers they have these in, because I know y'all are going to want to know. All right, so here's the cool thing about these. A bunch of calibers, and I'll put a picture of it up right here somewhere so you can just read it. 22 250, 223, 243, 25-06, like I got. And then you can even get some Weatherby stuff, guys. 257 Weatherby. They also got 270 Win, 30-06, 300 Weatherby, 300 Win Mag, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC, 6.5 300 Weatherby, the fastest production 6.5 there is, 6.5 300 Weatherby. If you want one of those, get it crazy cheap in one of these. 7 Rem Mag, 7mm 08, 350 Legend, and 7 PRC. So this is in 25-06. Now my M77 I got rid of as one of my holy grail ones. But at the end of the day, it's just a tool. The only downgrade from this, really, from that other one, is this is Weatherby makes this in a 24-inch barrel in the 25-06. That M77 Hawkeye was a 26-inch barrel. But I got a bunch of videos on 25-06, like I said. But this is my first one of these Obsidians. Super, super excited to get this thing out to the range. Again, the title of this video is going to be something like, hey, this is a real budget-friendly one that you should get your eyes on. Let's see what the trigger's like right out of the box. I believe, like I said, these are adjustable, but I haven't tried yet. I have quite a few Vanguards, different variations, and I've never had a problem with getting one to grip. A little on the heavy side for me doing some bench rest stuff, but honestly, for a hunting rig, that's pretty good. I'd say I would do it, test it with my trigger weight thing, but I have no idea where it is. If this is it, we'll try it. Nope, that's not it. That's something else. I'm in the process of cleaning up this room so I can find things. But for a hunting trigger, that's probably where you want it set at. Like I said, I think these are adjustable. But I'm not going to... Actually, you know what? I got one more thing to show you about this. I already ordered the scope for this. Check out the scope. Let me go get it. All right, so check it out. 25-06. It's a good caliber to stretch out for, you know, deer size game or whatever. Like I said, I have a video on the show taking an antelope with 25-06, and it was with that M77. Oh, I'm sitting here unboxing it, and I'm so excited to show you. I got to show it to you in the box first. Here's the scope that I got for this thing. Arkin SH4J Gen 2. I've got a couple of these on some other long-range rigs. I wanted to get something with a open turret on top so we can do the clickies for when I go to take this Weatherby long range. And this is one that's not going to break the bank. I've done quite a few videos on this model already. Plus, if you use the code WHOTEEWHO for everything Arkin, we get 25% off. As far as I'm concerned, Arkin is the best bang for your buck in the game when it comes to picking optics. Man, they got this thing all crazy in there to get it in the box. That's kind of neat. They've got the sunshade over that to make it fit in a smaller box. But this is what it looks like. Arkin SH4J Gen 2. You can see it's got all the clickies on top and everything we need to take it long range. Yeah, that's a good scope, good budget-friendly scope for everything that comes with it. Pretty sweet. This one's illuminated as well. But if you need an optic, definitely check out Arkin. These days, that's pretty much what I'm slapping on everything. It's hard to beat their stuff for the price. I didn't get a rail there at Tolliver's. I didn't even think. I was kind of in a hurry and just run out the door. But here's what it's going to look like. Looks pretty groovy to me. It'll be a smidge higher. But yeah, something like that. Arkin Optics, they give us 25% off using code WHOTEEWHO. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, stay tuned for this. I cannot wait to get this thing to the range. It's going to be awesome. Another key thing that I got this for is so I can put the shusher on a 25-06. Yeah, but hey, appreciate y'all watching. I've got tons of videos on the way. I'm talking about tons of stuff. I promise you don't want to miss. Make sure you're subscribed. Got that bell on. New videos every night, guys, 8 p.m. Central. I've been getting some messages, you know, I'm glad you started making videos. Man, I've had a new video every day for the past 4 years. So even if you don't get the notification, we're still making videos. Make sure you're looking for all the new videos coming out. I promise you they're awesome ones we spend a bunch of time on. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think about these. The Weatherby Vanguard Obsidians. Hey, get you in the door on a Weatherby for almost cheaper than just about anything else you can get out there. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next one.